A high-profile murder case out of North Texas is now underway. 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony is accused in the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf at a track meet last year. Metcalf and Anthony, who were both 17 at the time, were competing in a Frisco ISD track meet on April the 2nd of 2025. Investigators say that the confrontation started when Metcalf told Anthony, who was sitting under the wrong school's team tent, to leave. Anthony has claimed he acted in self-defense. Anthony was released from jail after his bond was reduced to $250,000 from $1 million. He was placed under house arrest at his parents' home. He faces up to life in prison if convicted. Metcalf's twin brother Hunter accepted a posthumous diploma for Austin shortly after accepting his own, followed by a standing ovation.
Hunter Metcalf will accept the posthumous diploma in honor of his brother, Austin Metcalf.
A touching moment for the family and community there. The Metcalf family remains under a gag order connected to the ongoing criminal case and has not spoken publicly about the graduation ceremony.